First, some breaking developments coming in right at the top of this edition. India's membership to the Nuclear Suppliers Group, or NSG, has long been pending. China has been blocking India's bid for a seat at the high table, and today, while responding to a question on this issue in the Indian Parliament, Junior Minister for External Affairs confirmed that India is in fact in talks with China. General V.K. Singh said that India has raised the issue with all NSG members, including China, at the appropriate levels. He confirmed that the most recent talks in this regard were held with China in April this year. China, the only nation opposing India's entry to the Nuclear Suppliers Group, has been suggesting that Pakistan be included as well. But unlike India, Pakistan is not yet party to the requisite International Atomic Energy Agency provisions to join the NSG. That's the latest coming in on that story. The most recent talks between India and China on India's inclusion in the Nuclear Suppliers Group were held as recent as April. Let's go straight across now to our correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, who's joining us live from New Delhi for more on this. Siddhant, for the longest time, China has been blocking every attempt made by India to secure a seat at the high table, to secure a seat in the Nuclear Suppliers Group as well. The very fact that conversations have taken place between India and China on this contentious issue is a positive development.
Well, it's a big development, and our sources have confirmed that India was represented by Joint Secretary International Affairs in Beijing. The talks happened in Beijing on 10th of April. This showcases the increased engagement between India and China on this issue. This is a contentious issue, India's bid for NSG, because China is the only country that has been opposing that and saying that it will only allow New Delhi's entry if Islamabad is also allowed. But remember, there are 4 export control regimes. These are MTCR, Wassenaar Agreement, Australia Group and NSG. India is now member of 3, but NSG has been a difficult task because of China, because China is not allowing. Now India has a valid case that India is member of the other 3. India should be allowed there. Remember, NSG requires consensus. All the members have to be taken on board if a country has to be involved. On 16th of June, a meeting took place. The NSG meet took place. The plenary meet took place in Latvia, in which the final press release stated about India's relationship with NSG was discussed, but it still remained inconclusive because of China's opposition. But we have seen increased engagement between India and China, especially after that informal summit in Wuhan. And then the Indian Prime Minister again went to China, and he met his counterpart during the SCO summit. And interestingly, next week again, the Indian Prime Minister and the Chinese President will be meeting, this time in Johannesburg, for the BRICS summit. This shows that India and China are trying to engage with each other in as much way as possible, and in key contentious issues have been NSG and others. A border issue, they want to smoothen them out, but other than that, they want to move forward because last year what we saw was Doklam, an issue that had created a condition that was a warlike condition, and they don't want a repeat of Doklam. So this engagement, which took place on 10th of April in Beijing, showcases that India and China want to go forward when it comes to key contentious issues, including India's bid for the NSG.